One day you'll see yourself acting and feeling different. We create new causes every day, every moment, every nanosecond. And you can imagine the way to open the door to seeing something different, where you can move any problem into opportunity just by pushing the door open in a very certain way. And then by turning that doorknob just enough in a different way than you have turned it before. You can imagine if we try to act in a different way, that will bring about different results. So, what can we do different right now? What's happening right now in our lives that we don't want to see? When there's something going on that you see in your world that you don't want to see, what can we do to change that? We can imagine what we have done to create what we see. If I see a lot of sick people around me, people filled with anxiety, uncertainty, my anxiety, did I express that to others where I maybe didn't need to share at that moment? So I'm looking more at how am I acting, how am I responding to things. Then I can imagine how I'm acting now and what it will bring tomorrow. So here we have a situation where people around me are getting sick, and many people are anxious and uncertain whether they will also be sick very soon and possibly fatal, depending on, we don't know. So we go to the causes that are under the causes, that thing that runs underneath. What is that that you keep doing that keeps bringing back the same result? But that result that we're seeing is something I want to change. So you take the feeling, the reaction, and shift it by understanding that what I do right now is going to make the greatest difference of what happens later. So what is it that I could do right now that I can do? And if I look at the feeling that I have, it opens the door in my heart to compassion. We have been faced with something that gives us an amazing opportunity, turning this problem into an opportunity for the greatest compassion that we could possibly have, that we might not have had before, because this situation that we're experiencing, and everybody differently, but all the same, this situation is something very big. So we're going to have to do something very big to change it. Find somebody, a person in your life that you can help, someone who has the same problem as you do. And as we can see, this is easy to find. We are all feeling and experiencing the same. What is it that we keep doing that keeps bringing back the same result? And what could we do to make something different happen? We create the ways that we can help others. And now is a great opportunity to look inside deeply. What can I do for somebody? Spend so much of my life just thinking of myself. And now, as we have our distance from others, it's very likely I'm going to be thinking of myself, maybe somebody who I'm missing, right? But suddenly the world got smaller in my space, but my heart has gotten larger and expands across the countries. We are all experiencing the same. Suddenly there's this interesting connection between people in places that I've never even been to, because they have the same problem that we do here. So I start from myself, and I can identify the ways that are holding me in my problems. What is it that I'm seeing What is that thing that I'm facing that's not feeling good right now? And I can imagine what I might have done before to see that result now. Did I take care of others enough? We hear the sirens often in the city these days. People helping people. And then I think about taking care of others who have the same problem as I do, that how that will echo back to me. And I will see in my world, us here in New York, in every country and big city, small town, it will echo back to us and we will see the help coming to us. We will see people treating each other with the good medicine, with good care. It will come back, it will echo back. But what can I do for somebody else right now? That's how I can turn all the things around me into an opportunity. Because what I am seeing now, what I am experiencing now, has come from something I did a long time ago. But today I can change that. I could bring it to a new story, a new life. This is the opportunity that we have right now because we are immersed in this hope and willingness to make changes. So here, just believing in that, there's a small percentage of hope that I can make a change. And it starts from the goodness of heart to come up to the front and do it. Thanking all those on the front line. What a great service people have come forth to do. And thanking them with the gratitude so that we can be here and talk together even. Thank you for all that made that possible. But we work on changing the situations in our world by working on changing ourselves. And nothing will change until we change inside. And you have to change your own behavior to get rid of the problems. And all is under your power in that way. Because I can change how I am acting and reacting to what's going on around me. What I see around me is coming from me. It's how I see that world. So the problems are really good that they let us know what the problem really is that we've been having, obviously that everybody's been having, because we have a great, amazing spread of something nobody wants. So what is it that we could spread that everybody wants? When you see a problem, you start with yourself. And the minute you see something that disturbs you, decide how you will change. What can I do? I am seeing so many people that are not getting the care that they need, not the medicine that they need, nor the hope that they need. So I must do something to help that. What can I do, even if it's one individual that I help? I mean, we want to shut off the problems as quickly as we see them. And this is going on for a while, so we need to keep going. Obviously, it's a very deep seed to not be taken care of well enough. So it's a time where we must do that. Decide how you will change. And now, how we interact with others is going to be of the most importance in our distance, in our closeness. Either way, it's the same. It's the problems are our path. And we're going to turn those problems into opportunity. And a small selfish thought can become an epidemic, a pandemic. Our self cherishing has spread. We have not taken care of others, put others first. The more we see people helping people, we will see the help coming. We will see the help coming from us. I will see it going to others. If I can watch myself caring for others more, I see myself reaching out in ways that I never imagined I would do. But we are forced now to see that what we need is compassion. We cannot bear the sufferings we are seeing. This is an opportunity, and we can do it together, because it's amazing how it's infecting every one of us. So my deep intention in my heart is to not see the suffering around me, and my understanding that if I take action and see myself helping others, I will see help coming to everyone. Give a beautiful glass of very warm water to somebody. We will create medicine. We can do it together. But it has to be a circle of compassion. The imprint that you have of seeing yourself doing this action of love, of a wish that nobody should ever suffer from this sickness again, then that will have a great impact. Put your mind into it, incorporate your whole body, create that compassion on a cellular level. I am doing this for you. I will help you in this way, so you can feel better today, so we can get through this together. There's so much we can do. It's endless. Therefore, the result that we will see in the world with this compassion will be amazing. Amazing how compassion can spread. Today is a very unique time for all of us, and to come together at this point and share some ideas and hopes, it's a great opportunity that one day we can take all these problems and turn them into opportunity, just by pushing the door open in a new way. When you put your hand on the doorknob, maybe something else is in your mind. When you open up the door thinking, oh, shall I be able to include somebody else in this moment as I open up the door? Whether I'm being considerate for somebody who is walking by, keeping my proper distance and all, or am I thinking of my motivation as I put my hand on the doorknob and think, why am I even walking through this door? And what is it I want to see on the other side? We're focused really so much now on the incredible sufferings and horrible deaths that we have seen. How can I make a shift? I don't want to run away. I don't want to go into it. Right? How can I respond? What can I do? And if I can imagine that I would take this problem and move it into an opportunity just by pushing open the door, then that's pretty cool. Now, it seems like by turning the doorknob just enough, at that very instant is motivation. I have to do it in a different way than I've ever turned it before. If I'm going to take this immense problem and suffering that we see around us, how can just opening the door help? And I want to try to act in a way that will bring about different results. I want to create new causes. So by moving in a different way in relation to the objects around me and the people around me, it could stir up certain emotions that I may have. By moving in a way with certain spatial distance, sometimes sometimes you're thinking, well, I'm doing this for them, or am I doing it to protect myself? And it's the mind going back and forth. What is the way to think as we move around the space with others at this very unique time when we're being considerate in making some distance in space? But that doesn't mean that the heart should be further and further and further away. You see, the heart, the door to the heart, as soon as I walk, as soon as my mind moves, step by step in my day, what is my motivation? What am I doing? My heart must be open more to others. And what does that mean? Really? What is that? How does that make a difference as I stand here by myself talking to you way over there? How does that make a difference? Let's take a moment, right? And you think of somebody in your life that you can imagine helping at this time. Like when you open up the door to move into a new space throughout your day, why are you entering into that place? Is there something there in that room that you can share with somebody? Is there a way that you're walking into that space that you could be thinking very clearly about somebody? Oh, she needs some more supplies. I don't have too many today, but I know that there must be something here I can share. And then how can I get it to her? So you start thinking, there are possibilities. There are ways that we can do this. And every time I reach for something that I need, I know that somebody else must need that too. So then if somebody else needs that too, then somebody else does, and somebody else. That's a circle of compassion. So how do we hold on to our problems? We keep them just stirring and stirring our thoughts back, over and over, thinking probably the same thing, just like the news keeps spinning and spinning and keeps us all in this same orb of information. So is our thoughts doing this, and we go around and around. And how do we get out? Where is the door? If I'm going to take this problem, this pain in my heart, to watch people suffer, to experience my own uncomfortable and concerns, how do I stop this wheel from spinning? And it has to be with some sort of knowledge as I take the action. The action itself is just not enough. So what kind of knowledge do I need? What do I need to use that I can take this same action that I'm doing here in this room by myself and dedicate it to someone and to help somebody else in this very moment? So I stop the wheel of self-cherishing. Stop thinking of myself only and to be considerate and to help someone else at this time is extremely important and the key to taking this huge spread of sickness throughout the world to do something and to spread something that is that we all have and we can give. We just need to pass it on from one to the other. Turn all things into an opportunity to reach the highest goals, your biggest dreams. If we can understand the real cause of our problems that come to us, that we see others experience, our self experience, in our bodies, in our environment, how I understand every situation is created, then that is the power I have within to change and make the different tomorrow. How I act today is what comes tomorrow. I want to see more people getting the help that they need to get through a health crisis that is beyond our imagination. So I must, myself, take responsibility and do something to help somebody else. We have this great fortune and opportunity. Love, our own compassion. And that'll give us the resources and the ability to help others endlessly. Limitless. Limitless. And it will echo back to you, to me, to everyone.